You're listening to 1069 Click FM, live in color.
I thought it was just going to be a one-off thing back in the day, that CFL game. And then you remember, we got 5 goddamn Rouges and we were hooked. You know, maybe we never reach those heights again, but it turns out to be pretty fun to watch. And even after last night, my possible decision of which CFL team I'm going to throw my hat in with got more difficult. It hasn't gotten any easier because right now there are several teams that are very much in the running, and all for stupid reasons that I will not elaborate on. My point is, I felt that if I was willing to give the CFL a chance, I gotta give the WNBA another chance. You know, I can tell they're trying to put a lot of effort into the broadcasts, and you know, to their credit, the people in the pre-show are actually doing a decent job of, you know, teaching me a little bit more about the players that I should look out for. And yeah, oh, of course, there's Caitlin Clark. I hope she is dealing with like the increased scrutiny and the fame and the camera as well. I always wonder how awful it is for first-year athletes to deal with. But yeah, we're doing the WNBA tonight here on another stupid sports show. Phoenix Mercury versus the Indiana Fire. I'm Jim B, by the way, here on 1069 Click FM. Hello to everybody who has shown up, or even those like True North who have not shown up and have, I guess, decided to wait until the Alouettes and the Rough Riders get started around 8 o'clock tonight. That's also happening, but, you know, we got to have a little bit of variety, I think, you know, keep things interesting. And no bingo tonight, because I figure that if I'm going to develop a bingo card for the WNBA games, I got to make it, you know, a little bit more specific for the WNBA games. You know, stuff that I would notice over and over again. So maybe someday, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. MKI, Dan, William, anybody else who may have arrived just a little bit late, hello, welcome. Hope you're all doing well today. Oh, good. The thunderstorms have stopped, and I'm apparently still connected to the internet, and my power hasn't gone out. Not worthy yet, Cornman. Like I said, I'm trying to give it another chance to win me over, because I remember last time the game that I watched was really lopsided. This time, these are two teams that are both in the running to get into the playoffs. Like Indiana still has to fight their way in. I think they're in like 7th or 8th place. The Mercury are considered a shoo-in for the playoffs, but fantastic. I can't wait to see who Angie wants to lead it off of YouTube. Oh, and the joys of dorm room moving back in. I know that dance all too well. It looks like we're actually about to get underway. We are playing in Indiana, and this is on Ion TV in America. If not, then you're just going to have to sail the 7 seas. And we get a tip out, knocked out by the Mercury. Indiana will get a throw-in on the offensive side of the court. All right, and there they give it to Clark. And I did like how they mentioned of her being an assist for the team, that she is not I guess considered to be the complete savior. So I appreciate that doesn't seem they're putting the entire load on her. Then a good defensive hold. Clark passes it all the way up the court, but Mercury had moved back to defend. They'll try to advance in at the baseline. Nothing doing. Nothing back at the three. They'll give it to Clark. It's off the rim. She tried from real deep, but they get the rebound. Mitchell tries from just on the line, and the secondary rebound gets the pitch in. Indiana get on the board first. All right. Oh, yeah. Honestly, Rough Riders versus the Alouettes. Damn, a mishandle of the ball by the Mercury, and now Clark is rushing up the court. And it's going to be a kickball on the Fever. Goes to the Mercury. Yeah, I think that's right. Oh, yeah. Absolutely the only true savior. And a good job underneath. Basket by Mitchell on the layup. Just sneaking in from the baseline. And while a three from the top of the arc does not go in for Phoenix. And is that the same? Yeah, Aaliyah Boston. I think she has two of the three baskets so far. And an early timeout by Phoenix. Cool. All right, they'll, I'm assuming, have their first TV timeout, and we will get ourselves a break. Hooray. And just wanted to say real quick that the people's requests for this week's Stupid Streaming Show, oh, they have informed the playlist in weird and wonderful ways. As has the rest of the world, but yeah, I can tell you this week's is going to be fun. Maybe in a strange way only I'll understand. But it's going to be a good time. Now let me go take a look over at the standings in the CFL. Well, it's an interesting case. Like it seems like the only team that's been able to stay somewhat consistent in the West is Saskatchewan. I mean, the Lions got upset by the Elks last week. Calgary just finally lost their first home game, and they're 4-5 now. Winnipeg have fallen off a cliff, and Edmonton. And also, Edmonton is no longer a publicly owned football club. They now have private ownership. I forget the guy's name, but he made his money in farm equipment. So the only publicly owned teams left, I believe, are Winnipeg and Saskatchewan. But I think you may have a point. East looks definitely stronger. I mean, Montreal, who is far and away like the team to beat right now. Ottawa, who managed to snag themselves a win last night, albeit at the very last minute. Toronto, who have been okay this season doing the 2 QB shuffle, but I don't know if y'all were keeping up with this. Probably not, but their QB from last year, he got into some issues, was suspended for 9 games, and he had his getting back into the game meeting today. Apparently, they want to put a special clause in, some sort of last chance clause, as it was put, that his representation and the Players Association may believe violates his rights as a player. So, yeah, that's still a thing, and I feel like the Argos might be doing the QB carousel for at least a few more games. Still only one hidden song? Well, I'm obviously not trying hard enough. And there's the 3 by Clark, and everybody goes bonkers. Meanwhile, the Mercury dropped 2 in a row. Now, who the hell is that number 42 for? Oh, that's Brittany Grenier. Oh, hell, I didn't realize that it was the same. Cool. Wow, and Clark got the foul as well. The teams in the West are better overall. They beat up on each other while the East just humiliates Monty. Well, everybody humiliates Monty, really, but, you know, that's part of the charm. Okay, I don't know why that just resulted in a turnover, but it did. Cool. Oh, Griner, sorry. And Kalia Copper from the Mercury was there as well. They're back from the midseason break, and a lot of them went to the Olympics as well. All right, now Alyssa Smith is able to drive it underneath the basket. And so far, Indiana got a 10-point lead on the Phoenix Mercury. All right, back to Natasha Cloud, who would throw it down the baseline. It gets ripped out of her hands, very obviously. Mercury ball. Well, yeah, good defense down the baseline to prevent the shot from occurring. And a great move inside. Whoa, Diana Taurasi. And did Clark just get another and one? Did she? Oh my goodness, she did. Wow, and the Fever are off to a great start, aggressive start too. Caitlin Clark already got 8 points tonight, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Oh no. Oh no. Diana Taurasi for the Mercury just got a technical foul. Damn. This is a rough beginning for Phoenix. Coach is just saying, yeah, I'll keep it down. But it's all smiles on the court, and now they made the shot from the foul that she took on her way to the basket. Wow, 12-point lead. I forgot another Mercury basket in there somewhere. Griner moves to the basket. Nobody there for the rebound, unfortunately. Will be brought up by Kaylu Samuelson. Gets a little bit of help inside, and then Nalissa Smith on the inside. And then the screen blanks out. Meanwhile, Taurasi falls in the process of attempting the three, doesn't get it. Clark races down the court. Quick exchange, thrown back to the front. They try to get the behind the back. It gets knocked away for a steal. Bit of an off-balance shot. Does not fall. Defended well by the Fever. Now Clark again requesting the pick. And the second attempt off the backboard, no good as well. Griner with the rebound. We're a little bit ahead. Right now it's 4:26 to go in the first. And oof, miss on the three-point. Indiana picks up the temple, then pulls up at the foul line for the easy two. They keep scoring, and I am behind. Well, what did I say earlier about a hopefully, evenly matched and competitive game? Yeah, that is kind of falling apart at the seams, and the Fever have just decided to beat the hell out of the Mercury often in the first quarter. A little bit of physicality underneath, getting handsy. And it's knocked out of bounds. Oh, they say Griner touched that? I didn't. I thought Smith had when she was attempting to get the rebound. Okay. All right, down to 3:41 to go in the first. Indiana trying to run up the score. Smith tries to fire it inside. And Natasha Cloud will drive it down the court, feed it to her friend, stuffed underneath the basket. Mitchell tries the baseline three off the rim. Oh, and also the Mercury are only playing with 10 total players. They have a depleted roster. So, oh my goodness, the first three-pointer of the game for the Phoenix Mercury. All right, Indiana looking for room around the arc. They step back and drain it. Woo. Kelsey Mitchell gets the credit for that. Ideally three. They may have to review it. They try to answer with their own, and is this a foul in the shot, or is the Mercury about to shoot three? I couldn't tell from the replay. I thought she was clear of the line. Maybe they're looking for shadows, but if they're looking that far, then they should let it stand. Meanwhile, someone got called for a delay of game, and so Kalia Copper is going to the free throw line. All right. Well, Mercury now have reached double digits. Congratulations. All right, now who is this? Lexi Hull is now checking in for the Fever. All right, once again, I'm trying to keep the team on the perimeter, but they ignore the one person sitting on the baseline, Alyssa Smith. Damn it, a little too high on the shot block. They leave it open up on the top of the arc, but Alyssa Smith is able to grab the rebound, sending it up court to Erica Wheeler. Back to Wheeler to Smith. Teases the handoff, finally passes it over to Kelsey Mitchell. Bounces back behind the line, and her three goes in. Wow. So they don't just need Caitlin, it turns out. Honestly, this is nice to see. And oh man, Kalia Carper just got called for an offensive foul. Wow. Damn. You know, I was told that the current state of the WNBA is equivalent to where the NBA was in the 80s, that it's a much more physical game. And maybe that was the first sign that we're going to get tonight. All right, the passy around the world by the Mercury, trying to find a way to work back inside. And then Copper draws the foul as she's trying to work her way inside. I do wish tomorrow could be Edmonton, Hamilton, but unfortunately it's Chiefs Lions. All right, first shot goes down for Copper. And there's Caitlin Clark back in the game. All right, 2 for 2 from the line. All right, Hall will try it from the back, and a little too late for crashing on the boards. Copper was able to grab the rebound. She'll post up from the arc, and it's in and out. Attempted strip from behind does not work. Pass is a little off target. It gives everybody else a chance to catch up, so Caitlin Clark drains it and sets the crowd on fire again. Wow. 19-point lead. Am I correct about this one? 10? Yeah, 19-point lead for the Indiana Fever here at the end of the first quarter. Unless Copper can add something, and she does right at the buzzer from the baseline. All right, make it a 17-point deficit. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see what they switch around in this little break here at the end of the first. We're not going to take a break ourselves because I think we could all use, a moment. So, hang on. I'll be right back. Hang on. All right, here we are. So, as you can see, this creature is here, and not only does she have a vested interest in at least one game that's going on tonight, since she is apparently a fan of the Montreal Alouettes, I brought her in to see if she had any opinion on how things have gone in the first quarter. It's Indiana 33, Phoenix 16. Indiana so far is actually, I think, circulating things pretty well It was just, Clark and Mitchell kind of blowing up at the end of the first quarter to elevate their point totals a bit. But let's see, Clark so far 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 rebound, forgive me. Meanwhile, over on the Phoenix Mercury side, it's pretty much all Kalia Copper. She right now has 9 points and 3 rebounds, making up consisting more than half of the Mercury's current point total. So, who do you think is going to have the edge in this game, Angie? All right, very telling. Meanwhile, yeah, I saw the Cubs were able to. They've got a little 3-game stretch coming up against the Blue Jays. We're going to be checking in with them on Sunday, but they managed to win 6-5 in extra innings today. And the Royals, are they still hanging on in that wild card race? Apparently they are. All right, Angie, second quarter has started. I need to focus. Go, be free. Onoi Monty. Oh, meanwhile, we have a foul on the Fever, and Brittany Griner is going to go to the line. All right, Logan. I saw the latest update on Yelich. They're hopeful for a return on opening day. Hey, I don't know what the usual recovery time is for I believe it's a back injury that he's out for, but yeah, here's to no complications. All right. And once again, it is Clark with the 3. Oh, wow, a great pass! And Hull could not complete the layup. Damn. Meanwhile, an offensive foul on Griner for a moving screen. Huh. Damn. Brittany Griner and Sophie Cunningham for your fantasy team. Well, let's see how they're doing right now. Cunningham has a single assist, and Griner has 4 points. So far. And Mariners trying to get back into the lead using the Pirates, and currently 2-1 in the middle of the 5th. Meanwhile, the Fever miss another one off the rim. Kalia Copper bringing it down the baseline. Loses a couple defenders. They work it there around the horn. Tarasis goes out of the rim. A couple of people batting it up in the air. Finally is brought down by Indiana. And it goes off of her teammate and out of bounds. Ouch. All right, down to 8:18. Oh, damn, they must have marked it off one of the Mercury players because Indiana got the ball back and Clark tried to do another monster 3. But then we had follow-up underneath the basket by Aaliyah Boston. Whoa. Looking for Griner, and that pass was off target. Smith with the contact underneath and the bucket. Woof. Oh yeah, there was that weird drama about people getting angry on Caitlin Clark's behalf because she wasn't selected to the Olympic team. Oh, I'm so glad I missed all of that. All right, do we get our 3-point play? We do. Melissa Smith. What has she got so far? She's up to 9 points, 4 rebounds. They're looking for somebody underneath. They block out a little room on the baseline. The three does not go in. Clark manages to box out for the rebound. Pulls up at the 3 line. Makes a quick handoff. Gives it right back. Unfortunately, could not fall from behind the foul line. Cunningham tries her own 3. Nothing doing. And a fantastic pass all the way to Mitchell. Clark to Mitchell, a bullet down the court, and we have another timeout by Phoenix coming up. Damn. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it, MKI. You know, I would love for it to be a problem that there are too many possible athletes for the USA to put on the women's basketball team. Sounds like a great problem to have. All right, what else is up in the Major League Baseball scores? All right, Yankees lead the Tigers 2-0, the bottom of the 5th. Diamondbacks over the Devil Rays 2-1, bottom of the 5th. Still 1-0. Royals over the Reds in the bottom of the 4th. Pirates have actually tied it up 2 runs apiece now in the bottom of the 5th. So, Mariners, keep banging the rocks together, guys. The Red Sox have an advantage over the Orioles 4-1 in the top of the 3rd. Damn, they're actually trying to make some business happen. Yeah, the game I was trying to avoid inflicting upon all of you because, well, last I checked, the Astros were still sitting in 1st in the AL West, and they still are. So I anticipated great pain and embarrassment. Let's see, and the Mets are still deciding to make trouble. Now they're doing it for the Marlins, 1-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Actually, let's go over and look at that wild card. Currently, the Mets are 2 games back of the Atlanta Braves. Oh yeah, but I gotta admit that the rubbernecking factor will be in there too. Wow, that was a great pass by Clark. All right, unbound to Cloud. Gets it right back from Tarasi. Screened by Griner. And a nice little jumper from inside the arc. Congratulations, Mercury. You have reached the threshold of 20 points. And now Cloud is sticking to Clark, not giving her any breathing room. And damn, another foul on Griner. Is this one going to include shots? Yeah, we are. Damn. Also of note, I know several fouls have been called, but the counters on the Ion television have both been stuck at 0. All right, there's where we stand right now. 44-20, Indiana over Phoenix. And ooh, Cardinals against Dodgers. Well, best of luck, Cardinals. Leah Boston bangs in both of her shots from the line. And Natasha Cloud will throw it to Copper. She draws Clark on the defense. Gets it back to underneath from Natasha Mack. Cloud across court. Now at the hands of Copper near the baseline. She will try the 3. It's off the rim and over. Receives it back from Clark on the pass. And Melissa Smith will bring it back out beyond the arc. Wheeler will get the 3. Wow. For all these players making them quake in fear when they step to the arc. Cunningham will try herself, but it does not fall. Wheeler with the rebound. She'll hand it off to Clark, who will draw Cloud away. And that one is short off the front of the rim. They try to rest the defense, but Indiana's already back there and waiting. Cloud will move toward the baseline, be a little off balance for that attempt, but it is grabbed away, and Cloud makes the second attempt. Woof, some physical action under the basket. Mercury deny another scoring drive by the Fever, and then add a 3-pointer on top of it. That's Taurasi who gets the 3. And we're a little behind on time. Yeah, we're at 4:32 to go. All right. Got a little bit of life left in Phoenix. 4:33 to go in the second quarter. I think they still have time to make this an interesting game. Wow. Wow. Sorry, I'm just looking at this happened today. I don't know if you all paid attention to this. ESPN, Fox, and Warner had tried to put together their own sports streaming service, and then Fubo filed an injunction against it. This thing called Venue Sports, and they said that Fubo was likely to be successful in proving that the joint venture would violate antitrust laws, and that Fubo and consumers would face irreparable harm in absence of an injunction. Also, part of this filing, they said Fubo had tried to offer a sports-only streaming service but had been prevented from doing so because ESPN, Fox, and Warner Brothers Discovery had imposed bundling requirements on Fubo that it says that forces them to spend hundreds of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions to license and broadcast content that its customers do not want or need. It's what I have been saying for years that this is how we end up with certain channels that just never seem to die, no matter how few people are watching them. Damn. Let's see. They include offering from 14 linear networks. It would include ESPN, ESPN2, U, SEC Network, ACC Network, ESPN News, ABC, Fox, FS1, FS2, the Big Ten Network, TNT, TBS, True TV, as well as ESPN Plus. Now, for those of you who know, the kind of the split between Fubo and Sling is that TNT, TBS, and True TV, for those of us who actually bother with True TV, are only available on Sling. So if you want to get like all the hockey and the NBA and all those playoff things, you got to go over to Sling TV. And so that's pretty much the only reason I have the service. And now it looks like it's these three companies, Fox, ESPN, and Warner, try to essentially drive a stake into Fubo and Sling by taking away, or at least making it prohibitively more expensive to license the networks that they're just going to, offer at a cut right price. Basically, we have reinvented cable in new and worse ways. The Fox Sports regional networks, yeah, that would be nice, but nope. It is bigger and better from here on out for everything. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what this play stoppage is for. Hopefully we'll find out soon. We're a little behind on time. That pass got deflected. Thankfully, it was rescued. Wheeler is able to scoot through, gets it underneath. And once again, Aaliyah Boston. All right, Copper looking for Cunningham at the baseline, and her shot is off target. Boston with the rebound. 3:10 now left in the second. Boston boxed in underneath. She has to drive back out. She's able to push it back out, goes around to just about everybody. Wheeler competes for the rebound, as does Clark a little bit, but all they can do is stymie the Mercury a little bit. Cloud will quickly drive it back up the court. Makes like she's going to go for the three. Nearly snatched away from Copper. They have to circulate a bit more before trying again. Cloud gets another three. Rattled around before finally deciding to. Yeah, also the scoreboards are a little bit off. Oh, wow. This is the correct score now. They finally got it right, but it was bouncing from 52 to 58 for Indiana, then around for Phoenix. Once again, I am feeling rather positive about my level of professionalism. And Clark has to foul to prevent the basket. And they make like the offspring and ensure that Copper and Clark are separated after that whistle. I don't think they were looking to get physical, just a little bit of jawing. And woof. Well, we are at 93 losses so far. It's only 7 to go. Well, actually, for me, it's only 6 to go, and then my vigil begins. All right, right now, Kalia Copper appears to be the best bet for a double-double. 11 points and 5 rebounds for her on the night. Made both shots from the line. Leads back down to 18. Passy around the world. And they just set up from inside the arc and take that easy shot. Why not? Meanwhile, down on the Fever, and Caitlin Clark has 5 assists and 16 points, but Aaliyah Boston has 6 rebounds and 10 points. I think Aaliyah might do best. And unfortunately, that shot from the foul line doesn't go. Taurasi's shot does not fall. So Clark will race it back up court, looking for anybody to get in a good position down low. Boston will fade away, get a little bit of contact. They had to battle for that rebound anyway. 3-second difference between game and shot. People are getting a little bit vocal in the arena. Yeah, I think they'd be comfortable dishing out some pain rather than taking it. They do get that shot up in time, but it does not fall. Decent attempt, but nothing doing, unfortunately. Hey, John Jay. You know what? I'm just going to not look at anything that the White Sox and Astros do tonight. I feel the pain from here. Officially at halftime, we have a score of 54-37. It's just the Fever absolutely blowing the lead wide open in the first quarter. And although Phoenix has been able to, keep even relatively well, they haven't been able to really bring the lead down. Still, got another half to go, so I'm not going to say that the Mercury are done just yet. They're supposed to be the third best team in scoring in the WNBA, so I'm just waiting for them to shake off whatever Olympics hangover I suppose they have and get back to it. So us, meanwhile, I think we have definitely earned ourselves a little pause for the cause. So, yeah. Oh, I know. If things get really bad over here, maybe we'll go check out some Rough Riders Alouettes. But honestly, games been keeping me interested. Maybe we'll have an opportunity to look in the fourth quarter. But, yeah. Yankees are winning, so yeah, this definitely is the time for the pause for the cause. Get your drinks, get your smokes, stretch your legs, pet your pets, and we will return for the second half of the WNBA Phoenix Mercury versus the Indiana Fever here on another Stupid Sports Show. Thank you again for tuning in, everybody. folks, we are back. Another Stupid Sports Show returns for the second half of Phoenix versus Indiana here in the WNBA. And Phoenix got out of the gate early with a quick basket right off of the start of the festivities. And now Griner, I believe, is going to go to the free throw line. Oh, yeah, there it is. A little bit of contact there on the elbow while she's shooting. All right, Brittany Griner. She able to get her own three-point play. Just like that. It is now only a 12-point lead. Clark is in. She has all the patience. Draws the foul against Cloud. Does not get the bucket. So she'll have to earn it the old-fashioned way. At the line. All right. Houston's got somebody on base. I'm sure they will correct this oversight very soon and at least tie Chicago. Damn. First shot no good for Clark. Drains the next one, however. All right, Cunningham down on the baseline. While Taurasi gets her pass knocked away, gathered up by Clark, who weaved back inside. Guarded well by Cloud. She has to throw it back out. Boston tries a hook, but it goes over everybody. Wrapped up by Cloud, who misses the connection with Copper up the court. And that's a bad miss, as they would say in the snooker game. Samuelson running up to draw some fire. Clark draws Copper on the defense. Boston gives her the screen, and that three is off the front of the rim. All right, thrown back to Griner, across to Taurasi. Her three-pointer is off the rim and up. And Clark got a steal by Cunningham. Copper trying to run through. She missed the basket but drew the foul. Damn. And Alyssa Smith will get dinged for the foul. All right. So have the Astros scored yet? No, apparently not. I'm patient. I can wait. All right, first shot dinks around, but it falls. Twins and the Rangers still scoreless. Orioles have tied things up in the top of the fourth against the Red Sox. Second shot goes in. Meanwhile, Brewers are leading the Guardians 3-0 in the top of the second. Copper is staying glued to Clark, not letting her go anywhere. And they're going to call that out on Smith. It'll be a turnover. She does not think so. She was looking for a foul. Yeah, I think that's what she was looking for. For the reach in from Cloud. All right, Griner tries, but it's off the back of the iron. Boston with the rebound. Cunningham will bring it up court. Charge to the far side, hand it off to Clark. Pass inside to Boston, who gets it knocked away and into the hands of Taurasi. Cunningham racing underneath, throws it back to Griner. Being covered by Boston inside the paint. She'll try to hook it over, and she do. I think this might be a... Yeah, we are now only a 9. We are only a 9-point deficit. 7:02 to go, and Mercury have made it interesting again. Also been a few more missed shots than I expected. All right, back to the stats. Anybody crawling closer to that mythical, wonderful double-double? All right. Copper is at 15.6 rebounds. She's still got the best shot over on the Mercury side. Meanwhile, for the Indiana Fever, Melissa Smith is at 11.6 rebounds. Boston is at 10.7 rebounds. And Caitlin Clark's 17 points, 5 assists. And John Jay was probably wise to avoid Dodgers Cardinals. It's already 2-0 in the middle of the second. Rough. Very rough indeed. Alright, let's see. Has anything gotten worse? Oh yeah, the Pirates have taken the lead from the Mariners in the bottom of the 7th, 3-2. Oh no. Alright, Diamondbacks still leading the Devil Rays in the top of the 8th, 2-1. Yankees still blanking the Tigers, 2-0 the bottom of the 7th. Royals leading 3-1 over the Reds, bottom of the 6th. Phillies have ended their 6th inning with a 2-0 advantage over the Nationals. And why are we still leading? Why is it the end of the second and Houston still hasn't scored? This does not feel like it's working right. All right, we are back. Meanwhile, Mitchell drains a 3. That is Kelsey Mitchell who just drained that tray. She is at 15 points on the night. Cloud tries to get the ball moving to Copper. She gains a little bit of space, ends up throwing it right to Cunningham. I'm sorry, Samuelson. I was thinking of something else. Clark cannot find a room past Griner. Try to loft it over. It'll be snatched away by Copper. Inside to Tarasi with the easy layup. Okay. Will be handed off to Melissa Smith. Back her shot off the front of the rim, unfortunately. Cloud will try to rush it up. We are at 5:48 to go in the third. Time is soon disappearing. The cheers of defense coming up from the crowd at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. 4 seconds left to shoot. Copper pulls up just inside the foul line. Easy 2. Yeah, I saw it, John Jay. And Mitchell with just a beautiful arcing 3. Meanwhile, she also draws an offensive foul on the other end of the floor. Holy hell. And yeah, they definitely need that kind of response to deflate a little. Oh, damn, she got called for it, but Copper missed the first shot. A few extra cheers coming up. Tarasi will go to the bench for a bit of rest. Who is coming in to relieve her? I did not catch the number. All right, back to 10. Erica Wheeler bringing the ball up the court. Kelsey Mitchell looking for room. And, oh, now we're getting physical. They have to separate the players. Mitchell is jawing. I didn't see who she was. I didn't see who she was getting it into it with. Wheeler trying to tell her it's not worth it. Oh, man. I'm not sure if it was Cloud or Griner or Cunningham. Might have been Cunningham. Okay. Yeah, it was Cloud. She felt that Cloud was getting too much in her face, and then the referees it just accelerated. They had to pull them apart. Whoa. Not sure how, if there is going to be if there is a call, I'm not sure when the whistle blew, but it looks like that play had stopped before they actually started really getting in each other's face and the first attempted push came. And apparently, Kelsey Mitchell, who was at risk for a technical, is usually a pretty calm player. Yeah, I think it was some extra physicality as she turned the corner, and at least one referee saw that pushback by Mitchell. So I think she's getting dinged no matter what. Just a matter if Cloud actually got called for something, or if these are going to balance out. Let's see how that happened. All right, tied it up in the bottom of the second. Oh, they're taking their time. They are watching this frame by frame. They want to get it right. All right, meantime, we still have 13 minutes, actually probably 23 minutes, because remember, all games start 10 minutes late now. All right, we watch this again. Yeah, I think Mitchell blamed Cloud for her losing her footing as she tried to turn that corner, and I'm not sure if they had called Cloud for anything before, everything devolved. They're still looking it over. They're trying to be thorough. The nodding has happened. They have made their conclusions. Yeah, we didn't get a good angle, but the referees, I think, had a good angle. And it will be double technicals for Cloud and Mitchell. Phoenix will get the ball. All right. A little bit of a momentum suck. Let's see if this can return. Cloud is still, I guess, going over the finer points of why she got penalized. All right, now Griner will receive and right back to Cloud, who will try to drive her way in, but not enough juice on that layup. Gets thrown over the head to Wheeler, who now grabs the defensive attention of Cloud. She'll make one move, wait around at the arc for a little bit, down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. She'll hand it over to Nalissa Smith. Blocked by Griner. Rebound grabbed by Cloud. She'll throw it ahead to Copper, trying to find a safe place to shoot from behind the arc on the far side. She'll drive in underneath, throw it back out to Cunningham. Quick pass to Cloud. Her three is off the front. That rebound was grabbed by Damiris Dantas. Now here is Mitchell trying to open things up with her speed. Her shot is up and off the rim. Cross-court pass to Copper. Being guarded by Wheeler, makes a move past her, encounters everybody else, throws it out to Cunningham, who was open wide. Three-pointer, no question. Now Smith hands it back to Wheeler. No whistle, and she hit the court hard. They get their numbers advantage. There's a collision and another three in the corner from Cunningham. And now it is only a 4-point deficit. Time stops again at 3:21. And what the hell are we doing now? We're leading 3-0. What is this nonsense? All right, we need to find a damn box score, because this is not helping me. Okay, who has... Looks like we got ourselves perhaps a... Yep. Robert Jr. got himself looks like a 2-run homer in the top of the third. Dang. I can say, Houston, you should be winning this game. There is no good reason for you to be down 3-0 in the third inning. I know it's Garrett Crochet and all, and, you know, he is the new golden boy that everybody wants on their team. While oh, shoot, we have another steal by the Mercury. Meanwhile, Phoenix has drawn another foul on the inside. Oh, man. They're trying to jeer Copper into missing. It does not work. Trying to figure out who this one last player is, and Nope, they don't even have that number in the roster I'm looking at. And Phoenix has reduced the lead to 2. And of course, then they have a turnover on a way too daring pass through people's legs. All right, Cloud is back up top, being guarded by Hall. Down to Carpenter at the baseline. Clark gets her arm in a little bit too late. And that is a three-pointer that gives Phoenix the lead, just like that. All right, around to Samuelson, who will bring Cunningham down with her. Throw it to Mitchell. 6 seconds. 5. Back out to Hull. And she gets her own tray. And that gets the Fever back ahead by 2. Cunningham loses her defender. It leaves her open for an air ball. Altuve at first base and a ground rule double. All right. Cool. Clark, she waits, but a little off target. Copper is bringing it the other way. Well, they might be a little short on cowbell at the moment. She tried to Euro step and called for the travel. All right, finally the Astros on the board. Clark will make 1 move to the inside, 2 against Cloud. Draws a foul. Do we get a review? No review. Which teams have scored the second and third most touchdowns in the CFL this season? I'm going to guess that it's some odd thing, like technically it's Calgary and Saskatchewan. Managed to get both the shots at the line. We're down to 1:04 to go. Cloud, she gets a 3. They are within 1 again. The Monties and the Elks. And yet. All right, a great job getting underneath to Aaliyah Boston, who draws the foul as she's trying to make her way to the basket. Yeah, she's able to draw that foul against Natasha Mack. Let's see. Not much foul trouble for an Indiana side, but meanwhile, Copper and Griner both have 3 personal fouls so far. First shot by Aaliyah Boston. Comes from the line, and she's at 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists so far in the game today. All right, we're a little ahead on the time. How the hell did they just turn it over? Did they just throw it away? Holy crap. Meanwhile, Clark comes in, speeding in, attacks the rim, and it bounces up and in. It's only 2, but force them to take the possession. It'll leave at least a little time on the clock for Indiana, assuming that they can protect the glass. Khalil going inside, receives it right back. Harrigan doesn't get it, and now be moved forward by that's Wheeler. Samuelson will get it, and it's a swish three from Samuelson. Clark had the space but chose to hand it off to her instead. Wow. Katie Samuelson getting the quarter-ending three. Meanwhile, the Cardinals have gotten themselves a home run and now lead 3-2 over the Dodgers. I think there's only so much excitement we can take at once, folks. I propose we take a little pause for the cause. We'll come back for the fourth quarter, and hopefully we will also be able to look in on the beginning of the Rough Riders versus the Alouettes. So take a little break. Another Stupid Sports Show. We'll be right back. That's right. We're back, and we have a very important guest with us. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, we are. We are now chilling with Monty. I don't think he has a team that he particularly supports in the WNBA. I think he's still focusing on when the Timberwolves season begins again. All right, the crowd a little more lively out here at Games Bridge. Now we have a foul off the ball by Aaliyah Boston. Ooh. Oh, the Devil Rays have tied it up 2-2. All right, Monty, you are free. Go enjoy the world. Oh, 3-2. Wow. Griner using all of her arms. Holy hell. That was a late whistle. I don't know what the foul is going to be. It's a foul on Hull, but oh, he won't get a no. Meanwhile, Griner misses her first shot from the line. Big cheer comes up. Hello, Luke. I hope you're doing well. We've had a game that started with a big lead opened up by the Fever. They were just pouring it on, and Mercury weren't able to close the gap until the second half. They briefly took the lead, and Indiana snatched it back. We lucked out. We got a. And of course, we've been getting Caitlin Clark threes, which, still fun to watch, and the crowd loves it every time. Griner will hold it for a bit, being covered by Boston. She'll hand it off to Cloud in the nonsense. Quick pass off to Copper. Her three doesn't fall. Clark with the rebound, being followed by Cunningham up the court. Clark will wait for her, try to arrange traffic, and pester her into making an arrangement mistake. And that one, it will not count because it hit the backboard and then fell back in. Everybody wants it, but it's not happening. I'd say start with whiskey and then move on to more whiskey. Meanwhile, Hull gets a blocking foul. Ouch. Or if you have to start with anything else first before the whiskey, maybe do that to take the edge off. All right, 8:08 to go. We're getting a lot of noise coming up at the field house. First shot by Copper at the line is good. As two. I gotcha. Now, some days it just calls for it, man. Good pass off the screen. They're trying to keep the defense in motion. Samuelson has all the time and unfortunately misses from the baseline. There were a couple, I think, of good opportunities to pass. Tarasi will, meanwhile, nail her own three. Lead is 5. Oh, and the kickoff is near, folks, for Alouettes and Rough Riders. Oh, and it's just going to be a floor foul. Meanwhile, the Devil Rays now lead 4-2 over the Diamondbacks. Yeah, that looks more like a floor foul. Easy rebound for Boston. Everybody else was distracted with boxing out. Samuelson, meanwhile, will get her own wide open three. There's another foul off the ball. Oh, wow. And Griner is getting some words in with the referee. Oh, no. Huh. And she's held her cool relatively well all game. Oh, yeah, we see them getting physical underneath. And I think that is the twist up of arms is what did it. They have to send the coach back to the bench. Griner now has her 5th foul. Crochet has 8 strikeouts. And Griner will go to the bench. Oh, and John Jay, kick us away if you're up for Rough Riders Alouettes. And the first shot for that technical, I assume, not a problem. And Mitchell will throw it in. It'll be Clark. She'll draw some focus inside. It'll be a finish by Boston on the inside. And I think that's another timeout by Phoenix. Yep. We have a proper timeout. We are under 7 minutes to go, and the Fever lead by 7. Oh, the Cardinals are winning, so not right now for CFL. A Kentucky Colonel, huh? Well, hopefully he will not misuse his newfound position in the state militia to do anything untoward. Or is the Kentucky Colonel just some sort of drink that I'm not familiar with? Oh, no kidding. It is on CBS Sports tonight? All right. Well, let's go over. Can't hurt to have a quick look-see. Oh, yeah, that is Harris who's back in there. And a great play by him, just all through the traffic in the middle. Good catch by Myers. Oh. All right, Ouellette is finally back in getting involved with the Rough Riders. Unfortunately, he didn't get to go too far. But I think we are due back for more action in the WNBA, and I am correct. Yeah, and just another great assist by Clark. You're kidding. We already got ourselves a Rouge. All right, it's going to be a good day. I'm assuming that it was the Rough Riders and they just got stymied on that offensive drive. So 1-0 Rough Riders. Cloud looking for some space. She'll jump up quick and drain it. All right, we're a little behind on time. It's 6:20 to go in the fourth right now. Missed three-point kick. Boston will launch it out to Clark. Cloud quickly follows. Mitchell with the corner three. All right, Cloud draws Hull on the coverage on the near side of the arc. She throws it across the Taurasi. Just enough distraction that it goes in and out. Mitchell will hand it over to Clark. Boston getting bothered. She'll throw it to Mitchell on the near side of the arc. She'll get stymied on the inside. Throw it up to Taurasi, advancing with Copper. And traveling on Taurasi when she tried to set up for the three. Ooh, bad luck. I got you, Coburg. Enjoy sleeping in your own bed. A big air ball for that three-point attempt by Smith. And nevertheless, 5:08 to go in the fourth. Mercury still battling back. They haven't given up yet. That ball swatted away before it gets anywhere near the rim. Boston gets the rebound. Clark waiting patiently. It'll be a quick fire for Mitchell on the three. And collision from behind. I think Copper's going to get called for that foul, or maybe Cunningham. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know how they got through that without getting called for a foul, but another pitcher going to the IL. Holy hell! It looked like it was a seamless dribble to shot for Mitchell. And hey, ugly off the backboard, but it still counts. And then we'll get Taurasi going to the free throw line. Just a fantastic quick setup by Mitchell on that drive to the hoop. She's currently at 23 points on the night. 2 assists, 3 rebounds. And actually, Aaliyah Boston has reached double-double status first with 14 points, 10 rebounds of the night. Caitlin Clark only needs 2 more assists to hit her double-double. Meanwhile, Taurasi cannot get the second shot to go down. Meanwhile, it's 4-1 Sox because Luis Robert Jr. got his second home run. Oh boy. Cunningham comes up to defend after Copper drops back to Boston, and it'll be another 3 for Mitchell. Wow. Wheeler dancing at the bench. Taurasi looking for space, throws it back to Cunningham, who gets her own 3 down. And they try to respond with their own. It's off the back of the iron. Quick drive back to the hoop and then cycle it back around for Hull and Clark. Will she take the open lane? She does, while everyone was distracted. Hull not getting distracted by Taurasi. Allow Copper to go in. Everybody reaching in. Well-earned foul on Copper. Woof. Oh, yeah. Mitchell has been busy this game today. 26 points now. Clock down to 3:18. First shot for Copper goes in. Two of two. All right, from Mitchell back to Clark up top, being guarded close by Cunningham. And we're going to have a foul off the ball. It's going to be called on Taurasi, who is given the what I do. Hey, some things are universal between both leagues. And oh my goodness, folks. Sorry. There we go. Indiana has reached the bonus, and apparently so has Phoenix. Both shots fall for Smith. Back to a 12-point lead for the Fever. All right, does Phoenix have anything left in the tank? They had to battle hard to take the lead back the first time. A three-pointer by Cloud will help in that endeavor. Meanwhile, the Diamondbacks have tied it 4-4 with the Devil Rays in the ninth inning. And oh no. Oh, offensive foul. And Smith will have to come to the bench, and I think we're about to get another commercial break. Yeah, we are. Once again, MKI, this should not be. Simply should not be. Oh, wow. I haven't heard that name in a while. Matt Corral being signed to the Vikings. Whoa. All right, we got nothing else so far in the scoring. I was checking CFL. Still 1-0 Saskatchewan. Brewers are up 4-0 now over the Guardians in the top of the fourth. Cardinals still holding the lead 3-2 on the Dodgers. They are now in the fifth. And the Rockies have taken a 6-2 lead over the San Diego Padres in the bottom of the second inning. Who knows anything anymore? It's baseball. All right, so excitement still going between Red Sox and Orioles. It is now 8-6 Boston in the middle of the sixth. No kidding. That big of a legend at Ole Miss, huh? All right, top of the ninth for Washington and Philly. It is 2-0 for the P Crew. Mets over the Marlins 7-3, top of the seventh that game. Top of the fifth for Twins Rangers 4-1. And apparently Gatorade wants all of my fluids to glow when I'm being filmed in black and white. Great. All right, we are back again. One more assist for Caitlin Clark. She hits her double-double. It's official in Detroit. Yankees win 3-0 over the Tigers. Phoenix has 234. to erase a deficit of 9. Cunningham briefly open for a moment, throws it inside to Griner, being worked on by Boston. She draws the double team, tries to throw it across to an open Copper, and she gets, is that a 3? It is. Lead is now 6. Kalia Copper up to 30 points on the evening, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. They give Lexi Hall all the room. She drains her own tray. Griner will pretend to step back on her own. Then we have a little bit of contact on Mitchell trying to reach in. She'll get called for the foul. And remember, both teams are in the bonus, so free throws for everybody. A little bit. Just a little bit, MKI. Like, I figure the best that any team can expect when playing the White Sox is that they can feel better about themselves in some way after the series is over. First shot for Taurasi from the line is good. She has 15 points tonight for the Mercury. Second shot falls as well. There we go. All right, Caitlin Clark makes one charge to try to dislodge Copper. Doesn't quite work. She'll have to increase the speed. Now she's drawn the double team. Hands it back to Mitchell, who throws it down for Smith. She has too much on the 3. Easy rebound for Cunningham. They think Copper traveled. They want a call, so instead she'll get a stand-up shot that rolls off the rim. Oh yeah, we are still waiting for a major or even a kick score from the CFL. Meanwhile, great rebound by Smith to add a couple extra seconds for the Fever. Clark, meanwhile, will try to feed it in and out, and a dink, dink, donk. Down for Mitchell, another assist, and I think that puts her in the double-double. 27 points, 10 assists tonight for Caitlin Clark. Oh, it's been actually an interesting, fun game to watch. These two have played each other close. It's been very physical and at times very in your face between the two teams. We're down to 52 seconds right now. Trying to see if Phoenix can pull out this upset. Meanwhile, Pirates win 5-3. Mariners disappoint us once again. A couple of attempts and a late foul drawn by Copper. That's Lexi Hall going to draw that one again. We still got 42.5 seconds. We're not quite done yet, folks. We still have time. I know I've run out, but I don't feel like resetting it again. All right, WNBA. I have to say, this was a better game. It was much more fun, more exciting, and I'm not writing off Phoenix. I saw them storm back the way they did, but Indiana, they may not win, but at least it looks like they're getting their act together with the addition of Caitlin Clark. As two more, and is 7-point deficit, 42.5 seconds to go. Meanwhile, KC still leading in the top of the ninth, 4-1 over the Reds. Oh, and I don't know how the Twins are staying in it, but they are 4-1 over the Rangers, bottom of the 5th. Cardinals now have extended their lead 4-2 over the Dodgers in the bottom of the 5th. Oh. The Lions have bought a Rocket League team. No kidding. Dang, I was wondering when they would get in on that, or at least some sort of esports team. A little bit of conference with Samuelson as the crew gets back out on the court. Ah, it was a sack by the Riders. Gotcha. It'll be a throw in for the Fever here on the near side of the court. Samuelson will take it. On the run to Clark, who now has to be pursued by Copper and will draw the foul as they try to slap the ball away from her. And meanwhile, we get a double play to end the fifth inning. Still 4-1, Crochet with 10 strikeouts. First shot, no big deal for Clark. Whoosh, again. And is this going to be another timeout? Yep, it is. It's going to be another timeout by Phoenix. They have one remaining. I mean, all the props to them for trying to design something that's going to keep them in the game with 38.1 remaining, but I wonder if they can manage the full court press that could, really spring them here in the last few seconds. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, well, at least everybody's on their feet. They're dancing, they're cheering for their team. Well, at least we got some smiles between the players now as we get the action started again. Mercury gets a throw into Griner. Back to Cloud. Looking for the easy three, and Griner's two does not land. All right, Cloud's going to try to crowd Clark into a corner, force the issue. Does she make an effort to steal? Caitlin keeping her eyes open. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. And she'll just gladly take the 24-second violation and hold it. Damn. And Taurasi's just going to dribble it away. Wow. And there we go. That is it. The game is done, and the Indiana Fever have beaten the Phoenix Mercury 98-89. Meanwhile, Montreal gets a misconduct penalty. Up is down. The Sox are winning. Yeah. Folks, sometimes sports can still be interesting and fun. It's nice to see. Always nice to see. And now that we've made it this far, I think we're safe to release everybody for the night. We got at least a decent game to watch out of the WNBA. Things are things are staying exciting, and maybe somebody will score a touchdown in the CFL tonight. We'll find out on our own because me, Jim B, here on 106.9 Click FM, is going away for the night, and it's official lines at bought demarket. They will keep the name, update the logo, and merge more esports operations. Capitalism moves on, folks, in all of its glory. So, thank you to everybody who dropped by for however long you did for another stupid sports show tonight. We will be back tomorrow for Kansas City Chiefs versus Detroit Lions, NFL preseason football. The pain is real, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in, and good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.